Okay, a label. So we all wear clothes and we have cars and stuff like that. They've all got geometry branding on them. So in our
Right
field,
here. Sorry,
yeah,
right here.
yeah,
We
yeah.
are branded.
But hey, Andrew, I'd like to put this to you of what the possibilities are, because this is I'm very sensitive and I don't get into cars with people because it's like a bomb, an emotional bomb waiting to like clear and you just get dumped on. But say we all live in
Friends.
but so you talk a lot about the sacred geometry cities, okay, and this is one of the things you want to sort of plant with us early on to sort of bring in. So maybe I can sort of bring in this topic, is that in cities the sacred geometry are built with roads and stuff like that, and everyone or people that have cars, they drive in a city with a brand on it. And you've talked about the cars and the crystals and all that sort of stuff. What if people actually practice energy hygiene in their cars? And then they're driving around the streets and stuff, because I know some people, okay, one guy's a truck driver and he crisscrosses America in his truck, but he's like a shaman in altered state, in activated state, and he's clearing the lines, you know what I mean? So
I understand there are many energy warriors that drive vehicles.
Yes, your friend, yes.
I have
real avatar. Yeah.
So there are many things that you could do to create spiritual hygiene on your car. Just like I've described the four corners of your bed, you have the four tires of your vehicle that are rubber, that are disconnect you from the piezoelectric effect that is asphalt. Once you are disconnected from the piezoelectric effect of asphalt, this is where the taxation curse can come in and force you to exchange dirty energy underwear between vehicles that are branded as a police action, that's a corporate state, branded as a tow truck company, so on and so forth, or if it's the Mazda that backsends the Mercedes, which gives you class differentiation. Okay? We understand that model. We can take a spiritual hygiene where we can eliminate the brands and impress the I am presence self into the actual technology. The whole point of the I am presence is to use the skin suit and anything in 1 degree of separation of the skin suit to manifest what you need first, then what you want, so that you can go into dream space to see the infinite vision, to come back again and see what from the infinite vision you need first or want second.
Needs and wants, yes,
needs
again.
And wants. Mm-hmm. So when we get that basic concept into our vehicle, it's a thing of needs and wants. When we are doing the good work, such as Energy Warrior on a road, we can create things in the vehicle itself to assist the release of energy. Or we can target the intersections of roads, which are places of classic dirty energy exchange. Wherever there are accidents, we can turn that energy around by leaving ancestral offerings there.
I've seen you do that, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen you pass certain places and then make note that you're going to go back there, or that one accident that we came upon with that little child, that had just happened. And the angels just brought us there right in that exact moment.
Right.
Yeah. And then how we did the work afterwards, just to clear that space so that it wouldn't attract anything else, so that that place could be neutralized. Nothing else could live or survive there that was anything other than love.
So
huge.
That's an example.
Yeah.
So when you are a energy warrior in a truck, you cannot live in your sacred temple and drive always.
What can you put on the truck, though?
The front of the truck, where your symbol is, or your whatever it is, you need to know that's your point of focus, and you want to create like a snowplow effect of energy around you. So you have the wind on your vehicle. So you're going to start, people in the trucks, they chrome it for a reason. When you decide to not spend all your money on chrome, you can begin to affix crystals on the outside of your vehicle, especially under the alcohol in the engine. So when you're driving and you're actually going to a moment of, I am going into the conscious application of the sacred because I know the energy is dense here. You turn off the CB, you turn off the radio, and you go into that driver's focus that's understanding you are in the moment of now. And it is a meditative moment that you must understand. Drivers and meditation are one and the same, but safety still must come first.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That's why it's conscious application of the sacred. And you're going to make a choice. Maybe you should be driving with sage in the vehicle. so that you do it for 1 hour a day. Okay?
But, I also have to say, though, that when one has practiced a specific amount, and I know, like Andrew was talking about his experiences of the meditation, when you are driving, it's basically what is active meditation. It is just being in that moment of
Absolutely.
now in all ways and being able to hold that analogical state, because in that you can see anything and everything before it happens anyway. You have 360 vision. So that again, I want to say that, don't meditate for God's sakes, but when you've reached and done the practices and the disciplines, you have all forms of sleep, activity, and everything. Everything, you are in that present, you are in that moment, and that takes practice, but that is something that could really help. I mean, Andre, that's you'd agree with that perspective, correct?
Yeah. Like, most people only make mistakes like very small fraction of their total drive time, and the key is to just be vigilant and stuff. But I smudge my cars. You talk about smudging homes. Like, leave the window open, go smudge it for an hour, and then clear the energy in your car.
I tell them to not leave the window open and clam bake it. Put the sage stick in there until you cannot see inside of it.
Especially when you've trapped a demon when you clear the property. Sometimes he uses cars to trap things too.
It's really easy to trap them in a motor.
It's really easy to trap them in there and get them somewhere else.
People clean the outside of the car. Why not clean the energy in it at the same time?
Trailers too, big time. Yeah. So something else, if people are...
It's going to be like, I detect the presence of sage, searching your vehicle.
Vegetable matter, organic matter, how do they say that about cannabis?
DUS, driving under the influence of sage.
I like that.
For some of the more advanced adepts that drive around frequently, you can create a crystalline community that you can case in resin or wax that can be a powerful altering tool. Those energy machines, the Cloudbusters, the really good ones, you could have some creative people that can put a Cloudbuster in the back of their truck and it will begin to do amazing, amazing work. It's a matter of where you're going to affix it to your vehicle. Because once it starts going about 35 miles an hour, that Cloudbuster goes from 100% of its effective to 25,000% more effective.
Yeah.
So 2 truck drivers going coast to coast with a good chemtrail buster or a good Cloudbuster will learn to write their name in the skies if they really think of it as a tool they have to learn to use when they're driving.
Conscious application.
Exactly. Interesting. Because once you drive and then you stop, that machine is so on it that you just by touching it after 6 hours of driving at 60 miles an hour are going to put your conscious application of energy to every one of those chemtrails, and your goal is to write your name in it or put the big middle finger up in the air. No GMO, whatever you have that right to write in your name in the sky.
You know what? How about this? I would say write in the sky, this is normal.
This is not the cloud you're looking at.
Return to balance.